Hey, hello. A little, a fun little side sesh. Last week it was our very lovely pal Kev's birthday, so we're gonna do a little session. Also, Varade, thank you for the resub. Happy 4 years, by the way. Holy shit, I've been doing this for 4 years. Oh my god, right, it's very close to my affiliate birthday. Huh. I read that somewhere. Yeah, the 19th of June. It's still in like a couple of weeks. I don't know. Anyway, we're gonna jump in with our pal and get right into it because I fucked around long enough. Hey, Kev.
Hello.
Oh, I didn't want to swap over. Cool. One sec, I have to leave the call and join back in. I love it when Discord works. For some reason, swapping over overlays does that. Alright. This back up.
Aha. Now I'm the
Hahaha. How do you want to do this? For a start, I bring my fucking mom back.
GM. Yup.
Fuck you, GM. That side's all good too. Good. So, for this, instead of using your regular character sheet, I need to give you young Rhourke. So, it would pop up on your screen, or there's a folder called Young Sessions. So, oh, to be leveled down. um,
uh,
yeah. There is in fact a reason behind this, because where we start is scroll down. A very young, very little Rhourke. He is about 11 years old. Find some music. Um, a lot of this is very different from what it would have been for reasons that I can 100% be blamed for, as well as Arcane. I'm also putting a lot of my blame on Arcane. The brain rot was real. Um,
it happens.
um, a lot of what Rhourke remembers is being very secondary to Amora. Lixon, your parental, um, ran the Love Shrine and also put a lot of emphasis on cleric-based studies and things like that. A lot of stuff that you were not interested in the slightest. You picked up what you could. A lot of it was reading books.
Aim.
Might as well have chucked you on a boat. Fuck that. Uh, so a lot of the time you found your mind wandering to what else you could do. There were a lot of times that the shrine would be visited by adventurers from roaming places and things like that, as well as whenever the shrine itself would be vandalized. A lot of people were not very keen on anything religion-wise because of everything that had happened in Latov. People hadn't heard from the deities and things like that, so people were like, this building's stupid, meh, that kind of thing. So you did have a lot of adventurers drop by. You saw quite a frequent amount of Torv's dad. Um, wrote down and is somewhere. But he popped by a lot because he very much picked up that this was a love shrine. He knew everybody here and wanted to make sure that you were all okay. Do you think it would be fair to say that Rhourke looked up to Torv's dad, or were there any in particular that you were very drawn to, you feel?
I mean, Torv's dad definitely being like kind of the biggest, baddest. At least that had been in his circle.
Definitely. No idea why I wrote down his dad's name. What the shit? Hey, there we go. Riodane is his name. No, because I sent it to you. And messages come in clutch. So Riodane or Mr. Drakethorn, would often come by and would make sure that everything's alright. Being a fighter himself, there was a couple of other people that he would introduce you to during your time seeing adventurers come and go. One of which was another Goliath, who was in fact a barbarian. He would pop by every now and again to just give you like tips and stuff. You were going to adventurer school at that point, so basically learning how to do all sorts of things with wooden weapons and things. So he'd bring wooden ones with him, but he'd let you hold his like greatsword every now and again because it was super cool. Heavy as shit, but super cool.
Absolutely.
Mechanic wise, he was a I can only think of Stormwalker, but that's not the right word. What is it called? I'm so sorry. My brain is just out the fucking window.
Well, it's okay. I'm like Path of the Tempest. No, that's Tempest Cleric.
Storm Herald.
Yes.
He is a Storm Herald barbarian. The reason I thought of Stormwalker because that was what he was known by. You knew him as Stormwalker. His first name he never really gave out. He just went by that title. So every now and again he'd show you his specifically was lightning based stuff, which maybe gave you some leniency towards your elemental base. You don't know. But he would show you some ropes sometime and show you his rage abilities and things like that, and he would always say he very specifically saw something in you. That while in a space in his home life where Amora really was the only one that saw him that he did. And he understood the power within him and the growth that he had. The growth that he would undertake to become an amazing adventurer. And he very much not became pushy with it, but was very much like, oh, you should do this. You'd be so good at this. And became that kind of figure of backing you. So every now and again when he would be in town, he would pop by to see you. But it really was just Amora that you saw the most of. Are there any points that you feel would be very influential to Rhourke as he grew up that you can think of or make up?
I think not having mom due to reasons. He would very much be like, I'm the big brother. And would be very aware that even as fierce as Amora is, that it's his job to make sure she's safe. And I think the focus that Dad would pay her would just reinforce that.
Yes,
where it comes from. And I'm sure there'd come to be a point where he got kind of resentful of that.
Yeah.
Not of her, but just that his role always seemed to be kind of secondary. So yeah, I'm sure he would go out and do stupid things trying to show, hey, I'm here too.
Yeah. You remember those long, very initially long, lecture talks with Lixin of you need to represent the love shrine better, the things that you're doing aren't, there's just very much things like that. Before they just kind of stopped. And Lixin would just kind of be like, it became very reminiscent of the way you remember Noah's shrine being. Not Noah's shrine, Noah's mirror. Where even in a family of people, Noah still felt like an outcast. And this kind of came to a head, but came to a point where it was getting a bit darker, it was getting close to dinner time, and Lixin sent you out to go and find Amora. She'd gone out wandering in the back forest again, and a lot of the time it was your job to go and find her, to bring her back, because she goes wandering often. You knew the very regular places that she would hide out in. The caves, there'd be a massive amount of bushes and stuff that she would go berry picking at, and just kind of wandering as you do, calling out for Amora. Kind of kicking stones, being like, you'll find your way back eventually, I don't know why I was freaking out. Can I get you to make a perception check? As you are a commoner, can I get you to just roll a d20?
That checks out.
That checks out. While wandering along, you kick a rock and manage to shake one of the trees where you see a couple of little birds nesting up inside the trees. A squirrel comes out and pokes his face out at you. It kind of startles you for a second that you miss the orange-haired girl skipping not too far away from you. The basket of berries and flowers. She's skipping in the opposite direction. Um,
Rhourke would probably like apologize to the birds and the squirrels.
mhm. They just kind of do that like head tilty thing. The squirrel like rushes inside, comes back out, hands you a tree nut.
Oh, thanks.
It like tilts its head at you. It goes back inside. You got a little tree nut. um, the regular places that you check, you start going a bit further in, and eventually come across a abandoned train track system. You guys were always told to stay away from here, that it's not a safe place to play, all kind of things like that. If you both managed to get in trouble with Lixin and he would scold you both quite significantly, you two would just kind of peace out and go and hide and play around here because it was the place he told you not to and he was already mad, so who cares?
Yeah. What's he gonna do? Get madder?
Yeah, exactly. Um, a couple of times, some of the adventurers had said to stay away from it, and that's when you kind of took it a bit more seriously. Um, you don't remember Lixin being mad at Amora, so not sure why she'd be here, but it's worth checking out. Um, you also do recall coming here with 12 sometimes, because it had like enough space that you could like duck and play behind some of the boxes and carts, where you would try and dodge like rocks being thrown at each other. Your own version of paintball, but harder.
Mhm.
Yeah. 11-year-olds.
Enough room where like even as 11-year-olds, the big kids could play without like having to be super careful about not breaking things others.
Exactly. Exactly. Um, the doorway was always closed off though. Um, however, however, this time it wasn't. You see some of the boards that had been across the big frame. You seem to be have been like broken in half and torn away. What do you want to do?
I mean, she definitely went in there.
Hmm.
Obviously.
It's the only logic for it.
Yeah.
Um, you don't through. It is dark in here. You do not currently have dark vision.
Nope. Does have torches.
They have torches. You light one of those up and head on through. You've already been wandering outside for a while trying to look for Amora and have come to not very much of a head. So coming into here thinking this is probably one of the last places she'd be, so it's definitely worth checking out. It had already started to get a bit darker, um, so lucky you bought some torches. Um, as you head on through, can I get you to give me either perception or survival check? So it'll just be, we'll just go d20 roll instead of using the sheet for now.
Go survival.
Okay.
Yep.
You still do have your own inspiration points if you do want to use those. That's up to you. um,
Clearly, she went like all the way in.
exactly. She had a while to explore. You got to catch up with her.
Yeah. It's like kicking rocks down the tunnel.
Absolutely.
The one that's going to get yelled at.
Mm-hmm. Ending up quite a bit turned around. Trying to follow the tracks on the ground didn't really help. They just kind of continue to wind all over the place, and you swear you've seen that one, like, turned over railway cart like 6 times. You continue in. Would you be calling out for Amora?
Not super loudly. It's like, Mora.
Hmm.
On.
Um, in terms of, like, being scared and being, like, a jumpy and things like that, how kind of, like, fearful do you think Rhourke would be, or cautious would he be in this moment?
I mean, he's super brave, so walking through this creepy abandoned mine tunnel by himself. Yeah, like
Uh-huh.
he's
Yep.
not like spinning at shadows,
Mm-hmm.
chucking rocks down corridors just to make sure.
Yes. And it is those, like, looming shadows from the firelight when you walk into new spaces after nothing jumps out at you because you throw a rock and that would startle it, so you're fine.
Exactly. Shadows are kind of creepy though.
Yeah. Especially the way that they move up the sides of the walls here. Every now and again, it's very much just.
That would look like he was reaching for me. It's I'm good.
It's fine. It's fine.
It was my hand. It's fine.
I mean, again, 11.
Yep.
um, you.
Uh, like that fear would not necessarily equate caution for him though.
Yeah. Okay. Good to know. um, you try and keep in mind the words of, like, Stormwalker and Mr. Drakeholm, um, about, being brave and being an adventurer means, being the protector. You need to step in. What if Amora's in danger? I'm the big brother. Very much trying to get into that headspace. You kick one of the rocks down the dark looming corridor, and it tinks off a rail cart. Immediately, you are rushed with a mass amounts of bats that have been startled by the sound and just start, like, rushing towards you. Um, you stumble back over the side of the cart and feel the wall that you push your back against give way. You fall back into it. Rubble and everything. You don't fall down, you just kind of fall into a side room. Perhaps this wall wasn't as structurally sound as they thought it was. This place is a fucking hazardous nightmare anyway, so it makes sense.
Children shouldn't be playing here. What adults have allowed this to happen?
Yeah. It's not like it was barred off for a reason. Oh,
Tell
jeez.
Pa and he'll write a letter.
Exactly. Built with concrete. My god. What ain't gonna stop fucking young teens? He's almost 12. He can almost do what he wants.
Yeah, practically an adult. Taller than some of them already.
Oh, abso-fucking-lutely, that's for sure. um, you land on your back, and you see there is a very, very small side room. It can't be bigger than, like, 5 by 10 feet. Um, you see amongst tattered bits of rags and a broken axe, you can mostly just see like the handle. The metal parts itself have just been scattered and broken. Yes, it's a single skull.
Whoa.
It's got intricately like carved lines or etched lines in it. Um, all the same colors. It seems to be a humanoid skull. Um, it just has really cool looking swirls and lines on it.
Really, he's gonna go examine it.
Um, it's all about like magic items and things like that, and weapons. Some weapons are like shittily made. You look at that and it's like, well, that one was just a bad one. Um, through some of the studies that you had been, sat through, a lot of those kind of went in one ear and out the other. Is that safe to assume?
Oh, yes.
Cool. This clearly isn't a grave of any kind. There are no other bones, there's just that one skull.
Mm-hmm.
You're not getting any weird vibes. Just a cool looking skull.
You would pick up like the broken axe handle
Yep.
and like,
Uh-huh.
it's not trapped. All right.
Exactly. See? You picked up the things that are necessary. It's kind of sitting up on a couple of pieces of rag that are on top of a one of the stones. It kind of just like tilts, doesn't do anything. Not trapped. You're good.
Cool magic item. And now,
Big yoink. Pick it up and hold it in your hand. It's kind of like examining it. That's pretty neat.
like all the lines. Those are cool.
You hear a low, scratchy voice in your head. What are you?
You'll spin around, trying to figure out who's there.
In your hand, boy.
Uh, which one?
I don't believe I'm a stick. Try again.
Okay, cool. Okay. No, yeah, that makes more sense. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Again, what are you, boy?
I'm Rhourke.
Not who, what?
Um, I'm uh what do you mean, like, what am I? 'Cause, like I'm a lot of things. Like, I'm a big brother. I go to school. Uh, my dad works at the Love Shrine, so I do that. I help out with that. Like, kind of help out with that. Um, I want to be an adventurer someday.
Ah, that is more interesting. What kind of adventurer?
Uh, an awesome, really strong one.
Hmm. Do you wish to be a fighter, a warrior, a protector?
Yeah, that's what Mr. Stormwalker, and Mr. Dracorn. I'm bigger than like a lot of people. At least most people my own age, and some people that.
Hmm. Well, I didn't pick up. Well, When you are to become an adventurer, perhaps we can aid each other. I sense a strength within you. While young, you still possess it. I believe the path that you wish to walk, we will be very good allies in this.
So what are you?
I am a scout.
Okay.
Hmm. I've
So
fallen.
like, do I just call you like Skull, or do you have like a name? Or
I was once a very strong warrior myself, wishing to get to the plains of Asgard, where warriors go when they fall. You may call me what you like.
I don't want to be rude, but you sound like really old. So I'm just gonna call you Grandma.
You hear like a hum in response. Very well. This shall suffice. I Todd. You said that you were a big brother. Are a big brother.
Yeah. Yep.
What skills have you begun to... Words. What skills have you managed to manifest in the time to protect your dear sister?
Well, like I'm pretty strong, even though I'm only 11. I'm still like bigger than like everybody else my age. Some of the older kids too. I'm way bigger than them. Um, Sometimes like I see people getting picked on, and I just get really angry, really angry, and it feels like I'm stronger.
Hmm. Okay. This we can work with. You already have the strength behind you, as well as the willingness to step in. A lot of people your age don't have that. It's a good quality to have, dear boy.
Sometimes my pa yells at me because I get into fights at school, but I tell them that they're picking on the other kids, and that's not.
Sometimes others do not see and wish to intervene in the way that we do. It is a good quality. Makes it a great adventurer and an even better warrior. There's your torch starting to get lower. You have to try and find your way out after. Already starting to get pretty dark, you imagine, outside. Feels like it's been a couple of hours in here. Found a cool thing.
Yeah.
How about we get out of this place?
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. I hope I didn't miss supper.
You start to head out, going through the winding underground railway once more. Only get, like, mildly startled by a group of bats again. It may or may not have been the same group of bats. They don't attack you. You just kind of get startled. Migrate. Heading through until, luckily with less time, Grandma does point out, you turned that way before. Try the other way.
Cool. Thanks.
Just every now and again offering a couple of bits of advice that do help you get to the entrance again. And it is dark by now. Luckily from here you do know your way very well. You can pick up pace a little bit. Every now and again, Grandma kind of chimes in as you're heading back. The stamina is very impressive. That makes a good warrior.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, like the gym teacher says I can run a really long time.
At least they acknowledge your skill set. Get back into the shrine as dinner's being probably like packed away. Lixon just says, it's in the microwave. Oh, it's in the oven, sorry. Microwaves don't exist. This is Yolden times.
In the tiny flame elemental box.
Exactly.
Thanks, Pa.
More starting on dishes, and you see like the basket of berries and things like that, and the flowers, new flowers, in a vase in the middle of the table. She kind of like nudges over to you as Pa's like putting some stuff away. I stole some extra bits of meat and put them on your plate.
Thanks.
Where were you?
I went to look for you.
Oh.
I didn't find you.
She gives you like a pat on the shoulder. Maybe call louder next time.
Yeah, I probably should. I have a really cool thing to show you later.
Okay. I have to finish these dishes and then do my prayer studies, so I'll come to your room after. It should still be warm. Go and sit at the table. Each food is good. And you do have to go and do your prayer studies. It's mostly just sitting in your room, flipping through a book every now and again, trying to remember what some of the words are. Where would you have placed Grandma? You're sitting at like a desk.
Since because he like wants to be an adventurer, he's got his backpack that he just carries around. So he would have like put her in there like before he got to the shrine and like, okay, so just I might get yelled at because I'm late. Just try and be cool about that.
This is fine.
Yeah, like once once he got up into his ring, like he would set it like kind of put it around like, okay, do you like this spot? Do you like this spot? Like in the middle, like on the side? Like we like up here on a shelf.
On the desk is fine. Opposite. Parallel to the lamp. The light gets in my eyes and I can't read. Put her in like a spot. She's like, no, other way.
Oh. That better?
Yes. What is this nonsense?
Prayer stuff. Good luck.
Start like flipping through it as do you think that Rhourke would get other books about like fighting and things like that? Things that were more like picture based that have like little bits of information. He just has those in his room, or would he hide them?
He'd have like the beginner's like guide to wrestling, boxing, like those books that kind of sit out. And there's a couple that he got that are like sword fighting.
Okay. You kind of
meant for the older kids, but
you're meant to do your prayer studies for an hour before bed. Like 20 minutes in, you're getting incredibly bored. As Grandma pipes up saying, on your shelf, over there. Surely that's a more interesting read than this.
oh, they're way better.
Show me.
Okay. Just like grab them all.
Yeah. It's kind of like you like hold up the books. Be like, look at them. You hear her hum. Just what else do you have around here?
Okay. Mora don't know I have these.
Oh,
Cool about this.
I can be cool about this.
Good. Got one about sword fighting.
Ah, much better.
The pictures you can see the people getting stabbed.
Oh, marvelous.
Yeah.
Perhaps we get that one. You can put your prayer book over top of it if somebody comes in quickly. She doesn't nod because she can't, she's a skull, but you get like a hum of approval. Approval. But
He'll like, as quietly as he can, go over to like the one loose floorboard. Pop that up, reach in quick, pull the book out.
Yep.
Like constantly glancing over towards the door, so he's probably making more noise.
Absolutely. For the absolute fun of it,
Moving it.
roll a d20 for stealth. All right, we're going up slowly.
Yeah.
Every now and again, it'll be like you said, it'll creak. You go to move, and it creates a louder creak. It's not as bad as you. Well, it's not as bad as some of the other stealth attempts have been when you're trying to hide things. But it's going okay. Nobody burst into the door, into the room. You do have a at least a very good idea of the sound of Lixen's like clawed feet on the ground approaching your door. Thankfully, he's a dragonborn, so makes a significant amount of sound with them big old feet. Set up the book and start to like flip through it with Grandma. Did you keep that stick?
Absolutely.
Yep. A couple of the like pictures, Grandma will point out like, a strong stance. Try it. You have that stick, do you not?
Oh yeah.
You do a couple. You manage to like set up the book to where like Grandma's facing you and you can see the book, and you're just like that. And she helps like fix your stance a little bit. Just little things like that where you are generally having like a pretty fun time just doing some of these stances and kind of things.
Mm-hmm.
What would your weapon of choice be if you were to choose one?
Like swords are okay, but like hammers and axes just feel better. Like
What about both?
sword fighting's like all about like your footwork and like form, and like with a hammer or an axe, a lot of it is sometimes just being real strong. You say both?
Yes.
Oh, that'd be so cool.
There are weapons that have an axe on one side and a hammer on the other. Very versatile.
Yeah, yeah. I forgot what they're called.
Um,
Wait, a maul. Yeah.
yes. Or a splitting maul, as it has both sides. I quickly googled that. And another one of the names, which would just be hilarious for Grandma to say, was Hamax. But no.
Mm-hmm.
She has to continue the persona of she's cool and hip with the kids.
I know the lingo.
Yeah, even though I'm hundreds of years old. In the book about sword fighting, there is a section about different types of swords, and Grandma suggests maybe looking in the library to see if there's one specifically on axes or hammers, if that's more your style, and seeing what you could get your hands on.
Yeah, I gotta take this one back next week anyway. Oh wait, what's the date? It was due last week.
Hmm.
A late fee.
Maybe you should make reminders for yourself, boy. Warriors are not tardy.
Yeah. Oh, you're right.
A couple of times, the door kind of like comes open. You hear Lixen approaching, so you kind of chuck the stick away, put the prayer book over, and pretend like you're intensely reading. What do you do with Grandma when you hear Lixen approaching?
Like the first time, he's just like, "Oh crap, Pa's coming." Sorry. You're like, set her on the floor.
Yep.
By the desk, so
Yep. Um, it happens like a couple of times. Where he comes in to check on you more particularly. And the first time, Grandma's just kind of like, "What? What do you mean?" And the second and third time is just, "Oh, fine."
imagine there's at least once where she's like, Rhourke, he's coming.
Yes, I believe so too. A couple of times we get too intense into the like swinging actions where you don't really notice the sound of the footsteps. It happens. So, it is probably one of the more fun prayer reading sessions that you've had in quite a while. Getting to like literally take a swing at things and getting some ideas of what to work on, what you're good at, getting like positive feedback. Feels nice.
Like, ask, what are things you like? What are things you prefer?
Exactly. Grandma's pretty neat. It's a little bit after the hour that you're meant to be sealing into bed when you hear like a tiny sort of like tap tap on the door. Laura like peeks her head in. What did you want to show me? Sneaks in, closes the door quietly, sits like cross-legged on your bed.
Okay, so while I was looking for you, I went by that mine. I was supposed to go to whatever. I didn't see anywhere else, so I figured I'd go out there. You know how like it's always boarded off? This time it wasn't. Like the board's been like ripped apart.
Oh. Whoa.
Yeah, yeah.
So you went
So
in?
I went in. To make sure, well, I had to make sure things were. I had to make sure it was okay. Like I wanted to make sure it was safe. I didn't know if you'd gone in. I wanted to make sure you wouldn't hurt.
Okay.
I was like looking around there. I didn't hear you in there. Just doing like a real good job of like checking everything out.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get lost. That's not what happened. Um,
Of course not.
and then like there were these bats that came out of nowhere,
Pets.
straight at me.
Pets do live in dark places and are startled by loud noises.
No, I know, but like, it was like a bunch of just bam out of this hallway at me.
Mm-hmm. You didn't swing at them, did you?
No, I like tried to like move to the side to let them all through, and like I jumped and like turned so I could get flat up against the wall, right? And then like uh the part of the wall I hit was like really old or really weak, or maybe I'm just way stronger than I think I am.
You are very strong.
Yeah, that's what the lunch lady says all the time. Like sometimes I help her carry bags in. Um, I went through the wall.
Okay.
I knocked down a stone wall
Are you,
with my back.
are you hurt? She'll like go around to like the back of you to like check.
Yeah, no, I'm fine. Like it didn't even hurt.
Oh. Wow. You're really strong.
Yeah,
She'll like sit like rocking on her
yeah.
feet.
And so there's just this other little room that was in there, and like it wasn't really anything in there. There was like an old broken axe. He's like, pulls out the handle. I got a souvenir
Whoa.
because it's like my first adventure.
True. That's pretty cool.
Then there's something else I got.
Okay.
You're not going to tell Paul until I like say it's okay. You let me tell it.
Okay. You didn't tell Pa about when I snuck out the window, so that's fine.
Turn and like, dramatic. Okay. Bruh. Ha.
Ah,
This is Grandma.
Grandma?
This is Amora. Like, I don't like. I just called her Grandma because she's like really old and she's a lady. So
Oh, okay. Um, nice to meet you, Grandma.
not being disrespectful.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
She said she's like really old. So
Oh, um, hi, Grandma. I hope you're nice to my brother. Wait, she sounds old?
yeah. You, did she not say hi to you?
No.
Grandma, are you being rude?
Only you can hear me.
She says only I can hear.
Okay. I roll this with disadvantage because, Cool. Oh. Okay. Um, well, you two seem pretty close, which is cool. I don't mind that you don't talk to me, as long as you're nice to my brother. Um, I'm glad he's made a new friend. She'll, like, give a little pat to the skull. Were there other bones in there? Was there a whole human in there? Because that looks like a human skull.
No, I don't think so. It was just like the broken axe. This is like up on top of a thing.
Oh, okay. I mean, as
Yeah.
long as you didn't, like, take a hit away from, like, a burial site. But I don't think it seems like that, so you should be fine. Don't worry. I don't think he got cursed by it, because, you know, it was only the skull, so... No, like...
I checked to make sure it wasn't trapped.
Good, I'm glad you checked
Poked with
this
a
time.
stick. Yeah.
Good thinking. So... What's Grandma talk about?
She's like, she knows about fighting.
Oh.
She's really helping me like get my form better and like, like sometimes like my one elbow always comes up. She was like pointing that out. I'm doing better like keeping it tucked and like
Nice.
making sure my shoulders are straight. Yeah. She's like being really helpful with that. And she's like giving me like lots of encouragement, saying like I can be like, a big and strong warrior and protect people.
That's good. That's really
She
cool.
said she wanted to go to some place called Asgard.
Oh. I haven't seen that on the maps. Maybe it's on another continent.
Yeah, it might be. Well, she said it's where warriors go when they die.
Oh. Oh, Asgard. Okay. Mm. So, in one of past studies, I know more will like kind of ramble about some of the other like afterlife kind of things. She does go into where Asgard is the place that um pretty much, yeah, let warriors go, people who have strength and things like that. That's where they pass on to. Um, as well as just like a couple of other things about different afterlives. Mostly just kind of like talking out loud, and going over the stuff that she remembers. Um, so that's pretty cool.
Probably the most Rhourke has learned about cosmology.
Yeah, yeah. Mhm. That's really interesting. You gonna take her to school? It didn't pick up.
Grandma, do you? Ooh, maybe. Grandma, do you want to go to school with me? Should
Hmm.
Is that a good idea? I don't want like the teachers to think I'm like trying to cheat on tests or nothing. You talking to me, tell me answers.
Maybe keep me hidden in your backpack. I don't mind.
Okay. She
Some...
says I can hide her in my backpack.
Oh, that's a good idea. Maybe keep her away from some of the adults for a little bit. They might think it's weird. Or if they...
Adults, weird ones.
I know, right? Maybe if they find it and ask you about it, you can say it's like a paper mache that you made.
Yeah, like those dioramas we had to do.
Yeah! You could say it was part of, like, I don't know, a shrine project. That way they won't be weird about it. Adults can be weird about stuff that talks to you. Like, they still don't think that my little bird friend actually exists, but I see them all the time.
There's tons of birds.
Exactly.
Wait, there are adults that don't think birds are real?
I don't think that they don't think birds are real. And you guys have a like a random little chat about that. Eventually, you hear the sound of like Lixon coming down the hallway. Mora just goes, "Crap. Go back to my room. But nice to meet you, Grandma, and good night." She gives you like a tackle hug.
Right. Love you.
Love you too. She like close the door. You hear Lixon go, "Amora, what are you doing?" "Just need the bathroom. Going to bed now. Good night." Night. Don't hear anything else. I was just like chilling on the bed with you. She seems nice.
Yeah. Amora's really nice. That's my sister. We're twins. Even though she's human. And I'm a Goliath.
Okay.
How's a dragon?
I'm not going to pretend like I understand how that works, but it's not up to me to question your family dynamics.
Some of the older kids at school said that we were adopted, so whatever that means.
They can say what they wish. It's important to have those close to you that you can protect. It helps. It helps your drive. Now, get some good rest. It has been a long day. Warriors need their sleep.
All right. Do you sleep?
Not often. I've been asleep for a long time.
Oh, yeah.
Hmm.
Sometimes if I take naps, I don't want to.
It didn't pick up the last part after naps.
Sometimes when I take naps, I don't want to go to bed when it's bedtime. I get it.
That does make sense. I did used to feel the same.
Do you like want to sit on the desk or like should I put you on a pillow?
I'm alright tucked away somewhere. Perhaps if somebody comes into the room at night.
Ooh, yeah, good call.
I also do not wish to be crushed in your sleep. You seem like a
Yeah, I
tosser.
roll around a lot.
You seem like a tosser. Sorry. You seem like a restless one, we'll go with. This grandma insulting an 11-year-old. You seem like a tosser.
I feel like she absolutely would.
Oops.
He's not going to understand this term.
He's not. That's true. Oh, fuck me. You know what? I'm going with what she first said. We'll go with that.
Yep.
Fucking amazing. Cool. Anyway, you rest. Is there anybody else in kind of the initial stages that Rhourke would trust enough to show Grandma to? At school you still have Torv, Jeff and Merlin are still kind of like in your circle. Jeff the Satyr, who's Amora's best friend.
Yeah.
And Merlin.
He would probably just be like practically vibrating with excitement over he has a secret.
Okay.
Trying to play it real cool and absolutely failing.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, then. Torv's just kind of like...
I figured but by day 2, he's gotta tell somebody.
Oh, yeah, fuck yeah. Like, the entirety of day 1, Torv's like, come on, you gotta tell me. We're bros.
I mean, like, I really want to, I just don't know if it's a good idea.
Fine. Cute day 2. Yeah. I think Torv finds it just as fucking cool. And even though it doesn't, like, Grandma doesn't talk to him, he's still like, whoa. That's pretty cool. And you broke a stone wall with your back?
Yeah.
Damn. I gotta do more pull-ups. You always do more pull-ups than me. That's probably why. Okay.
Yep.
Do you want to do a push-up contest?
Okay.
And that's like the long and short of it for Torv. He's like, that's cool. Yeah. Whoa, thing. As time goes on, would Rhourke want to tell like Merlin and Jeff? They're kind of more close to Amora, but they're kind of like in your circle. So that's up to you if you'd want to tell them.
They would probably discover it on their own.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Rhourke and Torv were just like sitting at the lunch table.
Yes, true.
Just like, okay. And they would just sit down next to him, and Rhourke's like, this is my chance to be cool.
Thanks. Fuck yeah. When do you think feeding Grandma starts? I do remember a part about that where he would feed her at the table.
Uh-huh. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Probably like if like Torv was gone and Merlin and Jeff and Amora were like all like eating at a different period.
Mm-hmm.
You'd just be like, only sitting here by myself.
Yeah. Grandma will kind of like look over your food like, surely that's not enough. You need more food to fuel your muscle growth.
I mean, I can go ask for seconds.
Good.
That's usually not a problem.
Good. You start like eating. Grandma just kind of like idly makes conversation with you just about like more balanced diet things.
Rhourke just got like a mouthful of meat and cheese.
Yep. Mm-hmm. I love it.
You're like, ooh, here is it's kind of like nachos, and just like grab whatever he has that's kind of crunchy,
Yeah.
like scoop it and be like,
Mm-hmm.
give some to her.
He's gonna like put in the mouth, and then just gonna
Like it, yeah, like it's good, right?
yes. It doesn't vanish. It doesn't move. It's kind of just on the table, but she'll just feels quite long. It's been quite a while since
You're
I've
a
had
skull.
processed food.
Like, wait, you're a skull. Just bones. You said milk is good for your bones. Pour a little bit of milk into her mouth.
Just ends up on the table and spills, but you just
Oh,
milk is very good for your bones. That is correct. Perhaps you should have the rest. I am full.
oh, okay.
Hell yes. And this is how Grandma plays the long con.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I'm fucking with an 11-year-old and calling him a tosser.
Yep.
Fucking hell. In Rhourke's younger years, anytime between now to 18, because I've got another thing for 18, is there anything that stands out to you that would be something significant for him that you'd want to either explore or, I guess, say in a session towards how he had grown up?
I feel like Grandma will, like, continue to be like right there, like calling out other kids getting bullied. Doesn't see it.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
And encouraging him to step in.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Somebody should punch that boy in the mouth. Hey, you're right.
Mm-hmm.
I got big hands.
Hell yeah. I love it. Good shit. A couple of times when Torv has come forward and been like, I could probably get my hands on like one of my dad's axes, or like two of them, and then we can go like practice on some of the trees at the back of your house. Part of you's like, it's probably not a good idea. But Grandma will chime in and being like, oh, that's a great idea. It will help with your strength and with your swinging skills, your stance, things like that. They talk you into, no, that's a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
Every now and again you'll get to swing like an actual hand axe, go and chop down some trees. You get caught by Torv's dad once, and he sees that you're not like hurting yourselves or each other, you're not swinging them at each other as practice, so he's like, alright, come on, this way. You can't be cutting down random trees in the forest, they won't grow back properly. Your sister would be upset. We'll actually get you to, like, working on some of the, like, places where they very specifically, like, cut down trees, take out the stumps and replant them, chop them up and get you to haul them to some of the woodworking and carpentry stations in Canellan. You guys kind of do that after school and in the weekends, as Mr. Drakethorn kind of gets you guys just doing stuff, working out, seeing that it's, you know, like good for you guys and that you enjoy doing it. Every now and again we'll give you little pointers of, to get more force, plant your feet this way, swing with your hips. You don't have to use as much of your arm movement if you use the whole force of your body. It's the same as if you're swinging at a person. And just things like that. Give you like pointers. When he says things like that, Grandma will like chime in, saying like, he's very correct. He's a very good mentor for you. I'm glad you have someone like this in your circle. It's like little things like that, so Rhourke ends up doing that quite a bit over like summer breaks and things like that too. The carpenters are incredibly grateful for it. And you definitely get stronger, like holy shit. A couple of times Grandma helps you out with some study things. The more boring side of school, for a couple of times that they're not incredibly happy with how some tests have come through with, like, especially religious studies, and you get a test back that is incredibly poor, and you don't want to show that to Pa. So instead of doing so, Grandma offers to give you a hand and also encourages you to, like, talk to Amora more and things like that to actually get some easier studies than sitting and staring at a book or sitting and staring at a board while Pa talks. Things like that that are more involved. It just encourages you to, like, talk to teachers and things like that about, hey, sitting at the back of the class squinting at this boring ass book, I'm finding it hard. So you get, like, some help with that stuff, and they're very understanding and are very much like, I'm glad that you came forward, Rhourke. That's such, like, I'm very glad that you told me about this, and give you, like, options and things like that.
I think I have more of an active learning style.
Exactly. Yeah. This because I'm the same. So, after that kind of happens, and getting to the end of that year, it ends up showing a lot more significantly in your, like, tests and things like that, and your grades overall begin to improve. And even a few times when you bring home, like, report cards, Lixa normally, like, raves about Amora as being very high and everything like that, because she does very well in school. And a couple of times when he's kind of, like, taken a glance at yours and never really noticed it, Amora does, like, trio bit where she's like, no, Pa, look, he did so good! And you actually have, like, a celebratory dinner where Luxon, like, very specifically congratulates you and gives you, like, proper props. And it feels really nice. So, just overall, you find yourself really connecting with Grandma and finding someone that, like, understands you very well. And it's not just Amora. It's pretty neat.
Yeah.
After Torv and Merlin, Rhourke always deserves love, right? Yes, he does, Narapi. You're correct. You get an inspiration point. After the incident when you're 12 with the Sahogans, and Torv is removed out of your school to another school, you don't get to see very much of Mr. Drakethorn or Torv himself, as they do move to a different continent. It's not very long after that Merlin does move as well. A lot of the time that you had kind of, like, stood up for people, a lot of the time it was Merlin. Merlin being very specifically picked on as being this scrawny little kid who is half demon, half angel. Ooh, what the fuck? You can't be both. Like, you're basically an incarnate of sin. Gross. That kind of thing.
One of you is lying about being the other thing.
Exactly. You know, kids being douchebags. And when Merlin moves away, to that, because there's still another like 4.5 years of adventuring school left. How easy do you think it would be for Rhourke to find kind of friends outside after Torv kind of vanishes? Because he's an incredibly friendly guy. It just depends on his like interaction skills with people. How do you think that would go?
But it would be like a lot of like very surface level.
Mhm.
Like he's the guy that's always going to be nice to you.
Yes.
Unless you're really being a jerk.
Exactly. Okay. There are a couple of people that are like not incredibly close to you, but you hang out together at school. Like you sit together at the lunch table and all like chat about stuff. A lot of them are in your martial arts class, and a couple of them just really like sparring with you and things like that. They have a good time. You do have a bit of a like drawn rebel phase after the Sahuagin thing, where they're like, so you stole weapons and gone and like went and fought a thing. That's pretty cool. And yeah,
And we won.
Exactly. Very much like that.
My smaller sister did a lot of the work.
Very much
we would have died.
Yep. And then the adults stepped in, but I'm here.
That's right. They said I still did a good job.
Absolutely. So you get a lot of that kind of attention for a little bit. And it's very much like a massive ego boost. Even Grandma kind of like leaning into it sometimes. Other times she'll be like, okay, this is going to your head. But other times she'll be like, look, greatness is recognized by others. And you'll be like, yeah, great. But a lot of the time, school got better. Home life got better. It seemed to be an overall improvement. And when you were 17, close to turning 18, is when you went to do some applications to the guild in Kinna. That's a thing I don't have open. So, you went and applied in Kinellan for the mercenary position, which is the lowest form, like, at the moment. And they accepted your application because you had been, at an adventuring school and things like that. In the beginning phases, they do very specifically put you with people that are in the same, that are in a ranking above you. So, they're not sending new adventurers out to the deaths. That's way too much paperwork. And
Insurance alone.
Exactly. Once you actually turn 18 is when you're allowed to come in and collect your badge, as well as go on your first quest. And you are fucking hyped for that day. Buzzing with energy and everything like that to step into a real adventure and see other creatures and shit like that. That's cool as hell. There's a thing on my screen. Sorry, it was bugging me because it was like on my face. I was like, I don't know. Sorry. The ADHD's ADHDing today.
Is my face smudged or is it the monitor? Thank God it's the monitor.
Yeah, thank God. It's just my fucking spit, probably. So, All I get you to do is call. Actually, no, just roll a d6, because I'll do one's odds, the other's evens. See who you meet first. Alright, hell yeah. I was hoping it was this one. As soon as you get your badge, would Rhourke be like amping to get to the quest board and pick something?
Oh, he would like make himself wait in bed.
Yep.
Absolutely long as he could. Get up, be before Pa.
Yeah.
Like have breakfast made.
Yes. Alright.
Finishes and just like leave a note. Went to the guild.
Okay. Abso-fucking-lutely.
Be waiting for the doors to open.
Yes, absolutely. And it is on your birthday. I believe did we choose a birthday for the twins yet? I'm not sure.
We might have. Yeah.
Yeah, you guys did. It is the end of Mystic Vale, so the first month of the year. So it is currently Friday night. And it's hot when you get up in the morning. It's like the middle of Swelter Surge. You are amped and ready to go. You were gifted a great axe, I think I put on your sheet.
Yep.
You were gifted a great axe by Pa. He knew how much that you wanted one, and through a lot of encouragement from Amora, they went and got you one. It was waiting for you by the it was waiting on the table for you once you had breakfast. I feel like Pa would have already made you breakfast the night before, knowing how excited you were, and that's on the table. He set it out the night before, so you get up and go to start making it. See the battle axe, see the note that's like, breakfast is in the oven. Have fun, be safe. And also get home before dark. Things like that. It's pretty fucking cool. It's pristine and polished. You're so excited. You scarf down your food and rush over. You do hear the sounds of like a bit of bustling inside. A lot of the adventurers do live inside the guild itself. There's a section of it that has all the beds and things like that. When you grab your emblem, you do also get an invitation to move into the quarters here. It is up to you. That invitation is open for as long as you remember. Things like that. So, as soon as the centaur person opens up the doors to let you in, you're immediately like following behind them, amping with energy. Sorry, no, they're a dragonborn. Centaur was somewhere else. Olga, the yellow dragonborn woman who's the quester, brings you over to the front and hands you your emblem. So you can go over to the quest board and pick out something, as long as you can get some of the benefactors, which is the rank above yours, to go with you. Then it'll be cleared and you'll be able to go. But otherwise, welcome to the guild, kid.
Thanks.
There are a couple of benefactors around that are already up and looking at the quest board, so just look for the silver symbol. Looks like yours, except it's silver. Your emblem is made of copper. As it goes up, it gets made by different ores, just to signify the difference, but all the emblems for the continent look the same. yours is... Yeah, does that one. It's a circle in the background with a crossbow. It has an arrow going that way, and then two that go out that way. So that is the cranias. Left. You go up to the quest borders. A couple of other people have picked up what they want to. They do have them in like tiers and things, so they have as like mercenary recommended, benefactor recommended. You take like a peek at some of the other ones. One of the higher ones, you find a vindicator recommended tier, which is the second to highest that is known of, at least. And see some of them as like there's a massive, not massive, there's an adult green dragon that's been up in the mountains that's been causing some trouble for the miners, and you get like immediate ideas of like yourself fighting a cool green dragon.
Oh yeah, one day.
Even as you see a couple of other adventurers around, they have like trinkets and stuff like that from their own quests and things like that. So you see like teeth and fur pelts and pieces of armor made of like scales and things like that from creatures. You see claws, everything like that that are just like hanging off people like trophies. And you're so fucking excited to get that yourself. You rush over to your side and take like a quick scan over. Would he read the quest or would he just grab one? Because they recommended all for him. That's fine.
He does like scan through to find what maybe the cooler looking.
One of the ones that stands out is that there's an old farm outside of town that farmers can hear something clawing at the walls trying to get in at night. You read that and it's, oh, it sounds like a dragon. That could be kind of cool.
Yeah.
You immediately reach in to grab it at the same time as a blue feathered hand reaches in and plucks it before you can grab it. Massive arm gets like slung over your shoulder as he's looking at it. You see a beaked face next to you. A completely blue feathered bird. Hey, buddy. Cool quest.
Yeah, it sounds cool.
Yeah. You have a look at his chest, or one of his like slings, because he's shirtless. And you can see the same badge as you, except it is silver.
Oh, dude, you wanna like team up on this?
Yeah, that sounds good. What's your name, buddy?
Yeah, Rhourke.
I'm Cliff. Myself and another mate of mine, River. Hey, Riv! And he starts like yelling over to some chick who is leaning far back on the back like ends of a stool, feet up on the table, as she is very clearly being hit on by some massive minotaur as she's sipping something from a flask. She turns towards him, flips the minotaur off and stands up before walking over to you guys. Okay, you can shut up now. You can hear an ever so slight, like, slur to her words, like she's already drunk, and it is like 7 in the fucking morning. I'm River. What'd you say your name was?
Rhourke.
Yeah. What's the quest? Cliff will, like, read it out, pretty much, like, bouncing on his feet. Cool. What do you do? See you got an axe?
Yep.
No, like, what do you do with it?
I hit things with it.
You got, like, magic?
No. One of my guidance counselors described it as anger management issues.
Ah, one of them. Nah, they're cool. Alright. Cool. I'm keen. We want to take a healer this time. Cliff's like, nah, we'll be fine. We'll just go with this. Three amigos! He like chucks his arms around you guys and he starts like waddling off towards the door. Your first quest with Clever.
Oh,
Yeah. As you get to you can use your sheet now for your level 3. So I add in. I'll get rid of the 11-year-old one. Currently, Rhourke, you are 18 years old, newly 18, and Cliff and River are 23. You guys have been adventuring together from the campaign for 3 years. Before we jump into this, do you want to take a quick bathroom break? Are you good to go?
quick break would be great.
Cool, we can do that. We'll do a quick bio break, and we'll be back soon. Alright. Do a quick BRB, set up some stuff, and yeah, catch y'all back in a little sec. Make sure to get some water, all those things. Thank you for tuning in, RP, and for the inspiration for Rhourke. Catch y'all back soon. My house is freezing. I have to go out in shorts after this. Oh, fun. Oh, to be a gym junkie. Anyway. So, you go outside of town to a little farmhouse. It is not Jeff's family farm. It is a different farm on a little bit further out. We're not gonna cross that.
Someone else's livelihood I can destroy.
Hey. As you all arrive here, you can see on the sides of the house massive claw marks that are just raking the sides of the house. There are several of them. And you do find a few little bits of like fur tucked into some of the claw marks. As you are having a look around, give me a survival check. See, everybody is pretty much working together. So, with a natural 20, you can dig around a bit more and find there are little burrows around this area. Find them mainly in the sides of the walls. Yeah, that is tiny. One up there. That's on the GM layer. That's why you can't see it. Here we go. Took it. One up there. Another one fills in up over here. Down here. Down here at the bottom, middle to the left, and the top right is where you can see all of these little burrows, and they seem to be of like varying sizes. As each of you kind of take a look in and find out, these probably go down a fair bit, and this is where those creatures are coming out of. Whether or not it's connected down the bottom is undetermined. Rhourke, how good's your throwing? Whipper asks you.
I'm not bad.
Alright. She pulls out a flask, and well, she pulls out her flask, and then a little jar, pours some of the contents of the flask into it, and brings out a piece of like spare clothing that she starts to tear up. You throw it at the hole, I'll set fire to it. That'll bring him out.
Okay. Good plan.
She will give you one of those, as she will ready a... Eldritch Blast. Because hers is fire. Because she's a fiend warlock. Give me a... Go dexterity check. You can add your proficiency to it. This will just be like a ranged throwing attack, which is fine. But you could just click dexterity.
I do have javelins.
Oh, easy as.
Like that. Yeah.
Use them. Yeah, keep that roll.
Oh man, not on my first day.
Okay. Go for it.
Or a little better than that.
A little better than that. The holes aren't tiny. They're pretty massive. You don't have to get it absolutely precisely. You basically needed not an 8. 10's enough.
Sweet.
Hell yeah. You throw it in there as River casts an Eldritch Blast at it. It explodes in the hole. Feel free to move yourself to where you'd like to be. I think you'd be aiming at this one at the top first. So River's gonna be up here. Cliff's gonna be close by. I minimized it. So you chuck that in there and it explodes, bringing out a bunch of dust that makes me sneeze. A weird old knoll. As it leaps out of the hole and just growls at you, pretty pissed that it's been woken up from its sleep. I get you to roll for initiative. Cliff's is higher than River's. So with that, I don't have the thing open. Nice. Let's fucking buff it, sure. Oh, fun. So they're definitely going last. It rolled a 2.
Oh,
Yeah. So with that, Rhourke, you are up first.
he will growl back at the knoll, going into a rage.
Fuck yeah.
Rush forward and recklessly attack.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. Oops. Nine points, not quite down, but still, with one hit, you managed to hurt it significantly. You hear, like, hollering from behind you as Cliff's, like, jumping up and down, like, yeah, let's go! Good shit. Is that all for your turn?
Yep.
Cliff's gonna run up. Two. Some punches. 2, 3. Doesn't quite count as flanking. I could have moved her better, but I didn't, so that's on me. Cliff accidentally punches the fucking wall beside him as the gnoll ducks. It takes 3 points of bludgeoning damage as he hurts his fist. The other two do hit the gnoll though. And are enough to kill it with 14 damage as the gnoll lets out a horrific cry as you hear an echoing assortment of cries from the hole that you just seen this jump out of. River turns her attention to one of the other holes. Is going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, just under this tree, and is going to hold an Eldritch Blast for when one jumps out of the hole down here. With that one dead, there is in fact another one that jumps out of here. And one that jumps out of here. And one that leaps out in front of you. Oh, it's down. Speed 50. Oh, Jesus. Step. Give me this line longer. It's there. One can see River, so it's going to move up there. And here, that one doesn't need to move. But I am just going to move this one over here. That to the front as well. Alright. So, River's gonna do her attack on the one in front of her with an Eldritch Blast. She gets it when it jumps out, so it's not with disadvantage. Add her fucking charisma. So it's force, that's 7. This one can move up here. We'll start to like jump up now. This one's gonna take a dash. Get over there because there's more meat over there. So that one dashed. The only one that gets an attack is that one there. Where it is going to bite. That hits River. That also hits River. River takes 11 points of damage. It's all for their turn. Rhourke, it is your turn. You got one in front of you.
Just kind of yell to Cliff. You got this one, bro?
Yeah, go for it.
Attack.
Yeah. Definitely hits. 9 damage again. Chucking a massive amount of damage off it off the bat. Still standing, but barely. Anything else you want to do for your turn?
That'll be it.
Alright.
Bigwood see the ancestral protectors start to swirl around Rhourke.
Absolutely. You have since refined this and been able to do a lot of like work with Grandma around these ancestral guardians and these like protectors. You can hear from the back as Cliff's like, "Whoa, cool shit, bro."
No, right?
Hell yeah. Pretty much you can hear Grandma like encouraging you to move faster, hit harder, like fix, like adjust your footing, but compared to where it used to be, there is hardly any input from Grandma. You have got it like on lock, and this feels so different from any type of like combat training where adrenaline's going. It just feels natural. Cliff's gonna spend a key point. Second one misses. $15 at 22. His speed is 30. He can spend another key point to run over there so he can get 60. That is... We'd use his wings to fly up there. Really. We can't get there. Get 2 back, which is here. Cool. River is going to bring out a pair of daggers that she has. The bright red ones, as you see him just swing them over her knuckles with practiced finesse, as she immediately swings over and stabs into the one in front of her. She's going to stab it twice. Both of those will hit. $13. One in front of her is barely standing, as they're going to attack. This one in front of you is going to move up to hit you, Kev. Trying to find my gay dice. Please hold while I mute stream to tip out this box of dice. Come with me to my IRL D&D game. The power of trans hits you, and the power of pan. Okay, I did unmute myself. Good. Those are actually really good. I'm sorry. 19 and 21. These will be halved because you're raging. 11 halved to 6. I'll find it later. That's its 2 attacks on you. Against River, they're gonna gang up on her. What is River's AC? 15. That just hits. That just hits. That hits. That misses. He takes 12 points of damage as they both lash out at her. You can see she's like grimacing and just equally snarling in their faces as there's like low guttural like chuffing is happening in her face. She's just baring her teeth right back. Rhourke, it is your turn.
He will attack one of him recklessly.
It is enough to kill that one. How do you want to kill that? This is your first kill.
Just bury the axe in its chest.
Fuck yeah. You feel it like sink in, break some of the ribs that are in there. A puff of like fur, blonde fur, just like goes everywhere. You manage to pull out your great axe, and it just kind of falls to pieces on the ground.
How tall is this little embankment?
Is what, sorry?
How tall is that embankment here? Cliff.
Yeah, 10 feet.
He's just going to get a running start.
Mhm.
And just try to jump up top.
Cool, absolutely. I forgot to do this for the other creatures. But when they die, they do get an attack on you. Which will miss anyway, so it doesn't matter. Give me an... Can you jump that high without having to make an athletics check? With a running start?
I think it lowers the DC if I get it.
I have a jump calculator. You are 6 feet tall? Rhourke is 6 feet tall, I think. Or is he 7?
He's like 7.
What's your strength score?
17.
Get you to make an athletics check. Fuck yes. You jump up and manage to grab a hold of the ledge. As you do, you can haul yourself up. So say you still have another 15 feet of movement.
He would just move up right behind the other one.
Cool.
Yelling, trying to get its attention.
Absolutely. Give me an intimidation check. Oh, fuck yes. Abso-fucking-lutely. What are you saying to, like, get its attention?
Probably something like super clever, like, hey, fuckhead.
Hell yeah. You can see River, who's like bleeding profusely. She's like holding her daggers. She just kind of turns her head to you and gives you like the wickedest grin. It's kind of unsettling, but you get a feeling of like respect out of that. Cliff's gonna go around to here. He's going to risk an attack of opportunity, which does hit. Takes 5 points of damage. But he still comes over here to deliver una punch. Also, why was I rolling 3 attacks? Flurry of blows, don't worry. No. Yes? Don't worry, I've confused myself. We've been playing high-level characters for far too fucking long.
It's okay.
24 still does hit, and 8 damage as Cliff fucking rocket punches this off the cliff. It still gets an attack against him, which does hit. For another 5. It just gets punted into the over here. 5, 10, 20, 25. He didn't move 30 feet. Cool. River, who is flanking with you at the moment, is going to do her attacks. Nice. Um, 8, 19. It's still standing. As she just kind of stabs it in the shoulders and pulls its arms back, so she's holding it open for you. Over, like, she's got her feet digging into, like, the hips of the creature because she's standing on its back. As she, like, pulls it open, she, like, grins at you, eyes feral and wide, and goes, "Come on, rookie. Get another kill in here." She basically has the creature grappled, so it can't do shit. It's your turn.
He is just going to, again, recklessly.
It's up to you if you want to keep it.
I would like to make sure.
Okay, fair. Absolutely. Roll that damage. Hell yeah. How do you want to kill this one?
Like, upswing, trying to hook it and just, like, lift it. Like,
Yeah.
Tell River to, like, jump off. It's like, try to catch it up and bring it over, throwing it off the edge.
Yes, I love it. And that is exactly what you do. River, like, leaps off and lands up in the tree that's, like, ahead of, like, above you guys. And you just biff this. Give me a d20 roll. This is a roll of cool. Okay. You still fling it. You fling it over here as it lands on top of the roof and just kind of like slides down to the ground. It just becomes a pile of bones. If you rolled higher, I was going to have it go back into the hole. But still, you flung it. River, who's like, ends up sitting in the tree, like panting, bleeding. Cliff like runs over to you and is like, "Buddy! Oh, that was fucking cool. The way you like picked it up and like flung it, it went flying. Like, I can hardly see it."
Yeah, that was super cool. Yeah, are you okay? Look over.
He's just like leaning on her arms, like blood dripping from her daggers, like, yeah, just give me a sec. Cliff, catch me. She's like leaning forward. As Cliff takes a couple of steps forward and just... She'll just take a nap on the walk back. Flings her over his shoulder. This happens a bit. Luckily, it's easier for me to carry her than for her to carry me. A couple of times when it's been reversed, Yeah, she wasn't happy with me.
Oh, dude, I bet you're pretty big.
Yeah. But hey, I mean, going on quests with just two people is pretty dangerous. Having a third's a good idea. And I mean, we work together pretty well.
Yeah.
I think you'll be the next rank up in no time. That was slick.
Thanks, man. Just kind of came to me.
Yeah. And the what was that stuff that was like around you? It was like chanting. It was like warm. It was cool.
Yeah. So like, I don't know, like all like how it works, but it's like my ancestors, I guess. It's like their spirits come to like help protect me and like protect the people I'm fighting with.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Riv, did you hear that? Oh, she's passed out. That she'd say that's pretty cool. Yeah, it's pretty cool. See?
Oh, thanks, Riv.
Yeah. Alright, let's go. We'll get you some drinks when we pick up our money. You go and pick up a couple of like the bones and stuff like that. Cliff goes and like picks up one of the skulls that's still around and is like, "Oh, wait, this is your like first quest, right?
Yeah.
Do you want to take like a whole skull or like some of the teeth and claws? The claws are pretty cool." He holds up like an arm.
Like yeah, claws would be cool. Like I already got a skull.
Wait, huh?
Oh, yeah, why not? Reaches in his pouch. This is a grandma.
Oh,
She's not like actually my grandma. She's just older, so this is
oh,
what I call her.
no, that's fair. I thought it was like the ancestor thing, so she was like actually your grandma. But
No, like I don't actually know any of my birth parents.
oh, okay. Well, yeah,
So it's kind of cool that like they still show up.
nice. Well, hi, grandma. Hi, grandma. River says hi. Um, yeah, that's pretty cool. And Cliff will like break off some of the claws, grab like a couple of the bigger teeth off the skull, and just like rip it off. There you go. You could start your collection now, bro.
Thanks, man. Ooh, I could make a necklace.
Oh, sick. I've seen a lot of cool like necklaces. That is some cool shit. We do got to take some proof though, so he'll take some of the skulls and um, he's gonna like wrap them up and hand them to you in a pouch. You can keep the stuff that you took, but yeah, we do got to bring back proof for him.
Oh yeah, no, that makes sense.
Um, I mean, it took us about an hour to walk out here. Cliff is not wearing a watch, by the way. Um, but I mean, when we go back, we can take a rest, and you want to grab another one. I think there was another one River was looking at. You ever seen a demon?
Oh,
They're pretty gnarly.
dick.
Hell yeah. She'll rest on the way back, so we should be good by the time we get back.
Cool.
As you're like walking behind Cliff, he's very much like bouncing when he walks. River like with the back of her dagger thing, like hits him in the lower back and is like, "Quit bouncing, I'm gonna be sick." Oh. We're just kind of sway instead. But you have a very lively conversation. Every now and again, Cliff will pretend that he's talking as River. Um, River will like chime in every now and again if there's something she actually wants to say, which isn't very often. But some of the time, when you're talking about like a couple of the quests and stuff that you guys have done, Cliff is like talking up a lot of the experiences that they've had, very much over exaggerating, and that's not, you don't need to roll for that, you can just tell. um, but it's still pretty fucking cool. Um, so do you live in Canella?
Yeah. My pa runs the Love Shrine.
Oh, nice. So how'd you meet Grandma?
So my little sister, or my twin sister, who's much littler than me, um, she's a human. Um,
Oh,
he was like went for like to go pick some berries and flowers and stuff, and Paul wanted me to go find her, so I went out, looked for her, couldn't find her. Went to this old mine that sometimes we would go mess around at.
okay.
Didn't see her there, but like it was usually like boarded off, but like somebody knocked the boards off. So I went in just to make sure, if she was in there, it'd probably be bad. It's kind of like poking around down there. I actually it's like a swarm of bats flew through, and I like dove out of the way, went through a wall
Whoa.
into this little room. Yeah,
Wait,
that was kind of sick.
how old were you again?
I was like 11.
Dang, no wonder you're an adventurer. That's pretty sick.
Yeah.
River just kind of like looks over. Do you, at this point, is it where Rhourke wears the skull like hanging off his side?
Probably have her in a pouch, yeah.
Okay, cool. River does just kind of look in that direction, and you just hear a mumble. You pick up a random skull, and it talks to you,
Yeah.
and you don't have magic.
No. Like she just encourages me and like gives me pointers. Like she really helped me with my form.
You know what? Sure. She just like goes back to sleep. Yeah. I mean, River's not really in a place to judge. She like met a hot demon lady and gave her magic, and yeah, so she'll be pretty chill with it.
Cool.
You guys get back to the tavern, um, and sorry, the guild. River gets put down and finds a place to like pick up the other quest that she found. Um, Meanwhile, Cliff goes and gets like a couple of rounds of drinks. Um, do you wait? You joined the guild today,
Yeah.
so today's your birthday.
Yeah.
Oh, sick! So you can drink, and you like shove ale towards you, like two
Oh, thanks,
massive
man.
tankards of ale, and he has three massive tankards of ale for himself. All right, new quest, new team, and happy birthday!
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's chug back. Um, Initially, how's Rock with alcohol?
Um, don't think he's had a lot of experience with it yet.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Pa was really big on him drinking.
No, no, no. Um, there have been a couple of times when he like snuck out with some other like, excuse me, um, some other people from school to go and like hang out and be rebellious because you were rebellious with Torv, so you were one of the cool guys. So you'll sneak out and come drink alcohol with us, right?
Yeah.
Um, so you've had like the tiniest bit of experience. Again, it was all still like ale anyway, because kids aren't gonna be able to get a hand on hard
Yeah.
liquor. um, But yeah, so you've had a little bit of it, and it feels different. This feels pretty nice. So you have the couple of drinks with them.
A grown up.
Hell yeah.
Drinks
Um,
with my coworkers.
exactly. Um, River and Cliff like slam back their drinks in a rapid fashion. Cliff even goes to get a couple more as River initially gets given four, and in the time that it takes you to finish one of them, she's finished two of hers. Cliff finished all three. Um, but River will still be taking like drinks of her flask. Um, Once everyone has like finished their drinks, there is not even the hint of a slur between like the two of them. They're still just like, okay, so we can go and do the other quest. It'll take us probably a little bit longer to get out to the mountains, but I mean, if you want to do that, we can.
Oh yeah, sure. Cool.
Um, do you want to make a con check for drunkenness for Rhourke? You want to keep
Yep.
that?
Yep.
All right. Um, I don't want to be that mean to you, but you rolled a 7. I think you're poisoned. Well, under the poison condition, you're just drunk.
Yeah.
Cliff kind of picks up on this and kind of puts an arm around you to lead you in the direction. Luckily, it's a bit of a walk, so it can wear off. Cliff does pick up some like water skins and food, and kind of like passes that between the three of you, mostly to you, but he's passing it around to at least feign it. uh, by the time you get to like the mountains, you're feeling just that like low buzz. It's not as full in effect, so into the fight you don't have a poison effect. Um, if you go out into this area, need to give Mr. Cliff. You guys, we need to get closer. River reads out the actual quest. So apparently, one of the arena staff apparently is a new guy. Accidentally let loose two of the demons. Um, you ever fought in the arena?
No.
We should do that sometime. It's pretty cool. They have a bunch of like monsters because you can either fight other people, not to the death. They don't do that here. They got rid of it a few hundred years back, I guess. But they also capture creatures and you can fight against them. These ones were under the arena and they got let out accidentally. They've been hiding out over this way and have been killing some of the tradesmen that have been coming from Shadowfen, so they want us to get rid of them. The look of them. Think these were more demons. The only thing is gonna be for me to keep in mind. They hit pretty hard, but unlike the other ones, they only can bite you once. So, probably gang up and draw them closer. I can try and keep the other one away from you guys. How's that sound?
Yeah, you're good at plans.
Yeah, between the two of us, I have to be. Clip's like, she's a really good plan maker. Okay. So, should Buddy and I will go on the other side of this, like, rock over there, and lure out the one that's closer to that side. He kind of motions to the other side of this, like, little cliff. River is going to cast Mirror Image on herself, which is what she should have done before. Alright, you guys go do that. Get y'all to roll for initiative. So you guys go over here. You do get a surprise rounds because they don't see you. So in that case, Cliff is going to throw out a couple of rocks over this way to try and lure this creature over here. It is incredibly dumb, so it sees that, immediately looks over here and rushes over here. Cliff's going to 5, 10, 25, jump to the other side of it. Because throwing and kind of luring was his action, but he'll run over that way. He's going to 5, 25, 30, do a similar thing over here. Try and get it a bit further off, closer to the water, so it looks like it's trying to look in there. Because down into the water, there's about a 10-foot drop. Again, because dumb, it's going to look over the edge and start to, like, peer over. What do you want to do, Rhourke?
You will run up and hit a thing.
21 definitely hits. You've also had a short rest, so you're back on full health. Yeah, nice damage. Okay. Immediately you just sink into, like, the side of this thing, pretty much cutting off one of its arms. Is that all you want to do for your turn?
He did bonus action, right?
So yes. I assume so. I was just checking on the symbol. Creature that is now cornered between the two of you, going to, like, spin around in a circle, and because you're the one that punched it, or hit it, gonna bite ya. That is a 16. You are raging. Need D8, please. Thank you. I don't know why I couldn't find garbage. Amazing. That is 10 half to 5 damage. Pretty slow. Start rushing that way. Here's the sound of its friend being hit. When they get there. For Clip's turn, I forgot that he had this because it's an Aarakocra thing. Gust of wind. Oh. Just concentrating on that. And the river's going to 15, 20. Oops, wrong movement. She's going to action cast Green Flame Blade on her. Daggers. Actually, no, she won't. Because that is actually not that great. She's got a hold weapon attack. Or when it gets pushed in front of her. Rhourke, it's your turn.
You will swing again.
Let's go. Absolutely. 11. Not quite down, but it's still very bloody. This one, pretty much gushes like a very deep blue blood. It gets everywhere, all over the ground, and it smells rancid.
Gross.
And this one's gonna make a strength save. That is 3 for a total of 5. And 15 gets shoved back here. It's gonna do her attack. Excuse me. Oh, it's adding her strength, that's why. Please add her charisma. Here we go. Thanks. It's like, how is that possible? It's shoved away at the start of its turn, but now it's next to River, so it's gonna bite her. At disadvantage. That fucking misses because it rolled a 2. You're gonna get bit again, Rhourke. It's a 21. Uh, 14 half to 7. That bites down in your gain. Biting into your arm, and one of its teeth get latched out. So it's just one of its teeth is just kind of sticking out of your arm. Love is going to keep concentrating on that and spend a key point to do flurry of blows. So with advantage, 1, 2, 3. What is your AC? All those hit. I forgot he had advantage immediately. 17. As you hack into it and kind of like hold its mouth open, Cliff immediately goes in and punches each side of its mouth. One side as you're holding it open, and then the other one as the creature's mouth, still held open by you, just gets split open wider until it just gets broken apart and just falls in two pieces on the ground. Cliff is then going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Doesn't move with him. Blast from you in a direction. He's sending it that way. He's just gonna walk up closer. Try and shove it back more. That's his turn. River gonna stab. Oops. Oops. I didn't mean to do that. That doesn't hit, actually. She goes to stab, and the wind kind of throws her off as she gets, like, shoved a little bit. Rhourke, it is your turn.
Is going to double. Get behind it.
We're just gonna make a strength check. Close. No, it's wisdom. Damn it, it rolled enough. So it manages to stay in that one spot as Cliff just kind of, fuck. It's going to try and bite River again. It does hit. But... Oops. Roll a 6 or higher, she rolled a 5. She does take damage. Sorry, I didn't roll with disadvantage because of your rushing.
I haven't hit the creature yet.
Thank you. 8 damage to River. Cliff's realized that, fuck, it ain't working. So he's just gonna run up to it and punch it. All of those hit. He's also gonna make it do a dexterity saving throw. That's a fucking fail. As it gets knocked prone. 13. $21. It's still barely not standing. River's gonna stab. It's still up, but barely, once more. Love when this happens. As she stabs down and kind of like wedges it into its mouth between a couple of the teeth and holds it open on one side. It tries to like close its mouth, but since it's laying prone, it's kind of just like wiggling. Was that? It's your turn, Rhourke.
Winging away.
Hell yeah. That does hit. Damn, good shit. 14 damage to the thing that was on 1 hit point. Typical. How do you want to kill this one?
He is just going to try to like split it in half down the middle.
Absolutely. Incredibly easy enough, as it's already being like half held open, sprawled, squirming on the ground. You swing down and cut it in half with so much force that the eyeball that is on your side like pops out of the socket and just like rolls on the ground. But it is severely dead. Like removes her dagger. Alright. That time, significantly better. Blood loss wise. Good shit, Rookie.
Thanks.
We'll start like removing some of the teeth, and as she does these, like similar to the claws from the other creature, the teeth are about the same size. So the claws are about that big on the other creatures. They were just long, sharp, like knives. It's about the size of one of the teeth, as River like pulls out a couple of those. She pockets a couple of them and then hands you some of them as well. Congrats on your first demon.
Thanks. Rhourke just like notices that there's a tooth sticking in his arm. He's like, do you need this one or can I keep it?
Yeah, you can keep that one. Go for it.
Sweet.
You do see that once these creatures have a couple of things like removed from them, the body itself, like the eye and the teeth and claws, do stay. Actually, it doesn't have claws; it just has the teeth, as well as the eyeball. Do melt into like a patch of just goop on the ground. Cliff kind of like kicks dirt over it and gets some of the water and just like pours it on top of it. You do notice it starts to sizzle.
Do all of them do that?
Most demons do, yeah.
Cool. Gross, but cool.
I mean, if they have like bones and stuff, they normally stay. Unless they're like in the goop, then they like. What's the word you use, River? Corrode away, or just sizzle. Acid, blood.
Huh.
Yeah. But these more demons were probably still children, so. Still. She goes and takes care of the other one. We'll go and check in. Sorry, cash in this quest as well. Since there are still some other rookies that are signing in and stuff like that, we'll probably just cap it at 2 quests today.
Yeah, no, that's cool.
We normally take a look at the quest board every day if there's anything that needs to be done. Anything higher, like if you want to jump aboard a benefactor quest. River also has the silver badge, which is benefactor. Then we'd probably have to bring on another person or two, but otherwise you're more than welcome to come along with us. You're good company. You keep Cliff from being chatty with me.
Yeah, no, like, this is awesome working with you guys. Yeah, I'd love to do it again.
Sick. Did you pay for the other drinks, Cliff? I did. It's your turn. Alright. Let's go get some food too. We'll go to the tavern this time. They have better drinks and better food. Love the guild. Food's kinda as you get treated by River as you guys head to the full armadillo. A place that you end up spending a significant amount of time after quests with Clover, as well as other various adventurers that join you guys. They normally take turns in buying drinks and doing things like that, just hanging out. You do meet a massive array of people, and a lot of them you get along with splendidly. Some of them, as some adventurers are, kinda douchey. You only punch a couple of them. But overall, it's a really fun experience, and you thoroughly enjoy being part of the guild. You slowly get to branch out of Canalin itself and manage to go on quests all around Acrania. A couple of the places that you really enjoyed going into was the Krasmir mines, and just Krasmir itself. It held such a diverse amount of people as well as the mining culture there, so there were a lot more options in weaponry and armor and things like that just you found absolutely fascinating. A lot of Goliaths there as well, being so close to the mining town, taking over a lot of like the smithing and general like ore carrying. A lot of people are a lot more like welcoming of you in Krasmir. You still are like welcome in Canalin and a lot of other places across Acrania, just Goliaths aren't incredibly common. And it only takes you, say, like 5 months before you go up in skill, going from mercenary to benefactor. In the sheer amount of people that you've worked with alongside Cliff and River, as well as going off and doing your own quests, through recommendation alone, they talk to Olga, and she is absolutely content to give you like a higher guild ranking. And it's not very often that people jump up in rankings that quick. Not very long after that, you spend like quite a bit of time as benefactor. I believe you're still currently benefactor. You should be the one higher, I believe. Let me check. I have you down as benefactor still, but you should be the one above that. Which is Apostle. So you have Palladium, bitch. And yeah, you continue to meet up and work with Cliff and River over the next 3 years, the three of you becoming incredibly close, as well as things continuing to go on in the Love Shrine and your home life. And while you do still connect with Amora as much as you can, there's still kind of that distance between you and Lixon. He still checks in on you every now and again just to make sure that you're not going out and directly hurting yourself, because Amora gets upset about that. When you come back from adventures, sometimes she will be sitting outside their guild waiting for you to like check you over. If you have wounds, she'll like heal you. Very specifically, when you came back from that More Demon quest with the bite on your arm, she was sitting outside petting one of the horses that was just chilling out there, saw you and immediately like squealed, ran over and immediately started like healing you. She did end up coming with you to the celebration, pretty much pulling you up to dance with you in the tavern and just telling everyone in the tavern, "That's my brother. He's an adventurer. He did cool things today." Like, absolutely just incredibly proud of you and telling every single person about it. But otherwise, as time goes on, you build up your confidence as an adventurer, as a warrior. grandma by your side, people collecting by your side over the next 3 years, with a oddly found sense of accomplishment, with a complete sense of accomplishment and just a very odd feeling when your tar powers start to arrive. Noticing when that starts to manifest and how that starts to almost fuel grandma's like pushing of you to put yourself more in like harm's way, to bring out that factor more as much as you can. When the orange lines first manifest, she's intrigued by them, but she's a lot more invested in the tar lines. You think it's all pretty fucking cool. And as much as questions arise, there's hardly any like answer for it. You just think it's probably just an ancestor thing. That's pretty neat. There's no real reason to go and ask questions why. Because mostly, it means reading. Nah. It is in the end of 998 when you're going out with the quest with Cliff and River and a couple of other people. This quest was a bit higher level, higher tier, sorry. That you find yourself kind of in a daze. You managed to complete the quest before heading down to rest, everybody in a camp. Before you feel yourself fall asleep and then feel the ground underneath you change. Feel that berating of sand, you feel it in your beard, you feel it in your skin, it's just everywhere, it makes you itchy. You get like shaken awake by a figure. You can only see her eyes. She leans down. Alright. Come on, get up. Gotta take you to a cave nearby. You have no idea who this person is. The wind is screaming in many octaves that hurt your ears. Don't know where you are. You don't know who you are. So that's where the campaign started. I hate sand. Sand's terrible. It does in fact get everywhere, and in Pandemonium, it's the worst kind of sand. Happy birthday, Kev.
Oh, thanks.
Hmm.
Super fun.
It's fun. I love doing little lore sessions. I think it's a good time. Yeah. Also a little nod back to session 1, because why not? So long ago. Holy shit. But I'm so excited. It has been so fucking fun having you at the table, and I'm so glad that you destroy your sleep schedule. I'm not glad that you do. I'm grateful that you destroy your sleep schedule to play with us.
It's only one night a week. It's God, at least 4 hours of sleep.
Oh. Oh my god.
Most of them were consecutive. It's fine.
Jesus. It didn't pick up the scream, but I did scream. Hopefully we'll be able to find I'm very determined to find a better time that is more cooperative for everybody for the next campaign, which I am so excited for. It's going to be a good time.
Nice.
I absolutely
unless my
love
brain catches fire. I think I know what I'm planning on after we wrap up Renardwell, which will be no time soon.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
The Time Lords are mean.
Mm-hmm. Well, and like, you guys are like level 6. Yeah.
Yes.
I don't have like an end point.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
Oh, neither.
Like, yeah, like the last campaign I did, like I have things set to like level 12.
Mm-hmm.
See where things go after that.
Okay.
And then we were at level 20.
It's just how it happens, honestly.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I have no doubts that we will figure stuff out to do until we get to level 20 in that campaign and just keep world building because it. But yeah, I want to revisit one of my former campaigns.
Ooh. Mm-hmm.
One for 5th editions.
Ooh, hell yeah. I'm very excited. I love the lore building in your world. It's fucking fantastic, and I can't wait to see like how much more we can build around it and like explore. It's so much fun. I love it.
Like you only have a map of one continent.
Right? Yeah.
There's more.
Exactly. Yeah. It's very much I really like the way that you're going about it, because when I started doing this campaign, I gave, because it was the entire map and you had to go to different continents, the entirety of the world and the entirety of the map was planned out from the very beginning. And while it like worked, it was like, no, I really like the way that Kev's doing this, because then you get to build so much more and it can affect outside stuff. So I'm very much taking inspiration from you because I think it's fantastic.
Well, and like, you guys are gonna try to locate all the ancient dragons. They're not all currently on this continent. So
yeah, I'm excited. I'm trying to find a way to bring in Gug because I love Gug. Yeah, like Gug is Kage's cliff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You're heading towards the Iron Accords and Caravas, and there's not like there's a portion of goblins that live there.
Okay. We shall see. I think it'll be very fun. I'm so excited. I want to play more. I wish we had more time to play.
You know, if you'd like to donate money to us all, play D&D.
Do it.
Saying.
I mean,
Just saying.
yeah. Look, we'll do it. We will gladly do it. We have a large collective of GMs. The collaborative world building is so much fun. So being able to do that with other GMs as well, I'm like, the possibilities.
You imagine if like we all got together and like, okay, let's make a world.
I mean, we could make like a whole module book just on like the world itself. That'd be so fucking cool.
Yeah. Yes.
So yeah, if you want, come on. For Kev's birthday.
Everyone's birthday.
Exactly. I mean, it's somebody's birthday today.
Exactly.
Every day.
Won't somebody think of the children?
Exactly. Think of the dice that don't get to be used. They're missing out.
My physical dice don't even know what to do anymore.
They're so lost. And this isn't even half of them.
Oh, yeah. If you'd like to donate money so we can do a live session. Either game sometime. Again, please think of the children. Children being ourselves.
Yes, we are the children. Oh, that would be so much fun. That is like the dream goal.
I am not above flying as freight. Just saying.
I mean, oh, the ideas. I don't even know how you'd go about it, eh? Just being like, oh, here's a bunch of money aside for like, now you can quit your job and play D&D. How? When? It seems
Right?
odd. I missed that, sorry.
Need to start playing the lottery.
I know, right? God. One day. Thank you for playing, Kev. I hope you enjoyed your session.
Good time.
Hell yeah. I'll let you get on with your day. I have a couple of other things I need to do. I need to move, it's fucking cold. But, we'll catch you next week for my game, I think. It's the week after the Ece can't do.
Yeah.
That's a good thing.
We're out till the 21st for mine.
I think so, yeah. I'll have to double check, but I'll make a reminder in my phone anyway to set my alarms up. Mitty. You have good friend, and I will catch you when I
You
catch
too.
you.
Sounds good.
Cool. Bye. End that session. Love a little bit of birthday D&D. Oh, big stretch. I'm so excited. In the realms of D&D, probably in the next, I'm gonna say month, just in case, I do plan on, doing a rerun of my campaigns. So this is only campaign 3. We did do campaign 2 on stream, and I do plan on actually running campaign 1. This is going to include Brooke, who is my resident forever player. I love my bestie, what can I say? And we're also going to have 2 new people. Mossy, who visits the channel, and we fucking love Mossy. And her partner Nate, who is going to be another player. And I'm so fucking excited. I'm in the process of getting some overlays made, and I should be able to just use the old overlay for campaign 2 again, because I really liked that one. So we'll be doing that, so you'll get a bit more context for this game, and that's going to be on alternating Sundays, just because I can't do every Sunday. It would actively stress me out. And I am already a person that stacks too much on their plate. So yeah. But overall, this was so much fun. And I fucking love playing. If only one day I can quit my job and just play D&D full time. We'll see. But the International Council Pride Month charity run is still going on. It is going on for the entirety of June. So far we have the $50 donation from Kev and Sephi. Appreciate you both a fuck ton. As a reminder, every dollar will get your name on the board, so I need to add Kev and Sephi to my chalkboard. I'll do that after stream because I fear that the sound of the chalkboard will pick up on the mic and it'll be fucking horrific. So yeah, I'm not gonna put you through that. I will put both of their names up there. If you donate $10, you can force me to do 10 reverse crunches, sit-ups, crunches, or squats. $20, I will do a shot of lemon or lime juice. During the 12-hour stream, which is on the 21st of June in New Zealand time, during the 12-hour stream, if you donate $30, you get a little guy made. My partner and I are going to be hanging out that day, and I'll get some clay to do some fun little things. $50 or more, you get to make an NPC that'll pop up in our Saturday game. And if we get to the goal of 250, then I will give myself a shaving foam pie to the face. Thank you for the idea, Zeb. Good job. Streaming days are Wednesdays for gaming, Saturdays for D&D, and I'll try and do some pop-up streams when I can. In my own personal life, I'm doing another charity thing, which is purely New Zealand based, as while the Trevor Project is worldwide, it is donations through USD. So New Zealand wise, I'm doing a thing called Sweat with Pride, where I'm doing 40 minutes of movement every single day, and raising money, which has been very fun. So I have to go and do my 40 minutes soon. I'm meeting up with a mate and my partner to go to the gym. Keep an eye out on Discord if you want to check anything out. All of the info is in there, as well as if you want to take part in the Queer Art Share, then please check that out. I'll be posting some reminders and stuff like that when I can. But otherwise, we'll catch y'all on Wednesday for some gaming. We're gonna continue playing Tell Me Why, and that's gonna be a good time. Also, at some point, I really want to jump back into Deltarune, because I'm pretty sure either today or in the next week, Chapter 3 comes out. And I'm so fucking hyped about that game that I want to play it so bad. So yeah, keep an eye out for that. Otherwise, I'm going to keep rambling. Sorry, I'm going to stop rambling, because I need to shut the fuck up. And I'll catch y'all next week. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. I'll see you later. Bye.